So today on The Mystery Inside History, we're going to this place in the north of Yorkshire. The name eludes me. Do you remember the name?
Wharram Village.
Oh God, how do I pronounce that?
H-E-R-R-E.
Wharram?
Yeah.
Wharram Village. And it's a deserted village, and that's pretty much all I can tell you. But on the drive here, I keep hearing Domesday, Oliver Cromwell, Domesday, Domesday, over and over and over again, Domesday, Domesday, Domesday. And I keep seeing a plague. I'm seeing like all the, you know, that bring out your dead, so that this place may have been affected by the Black Death, but definitely a plague, because I can see that I'm looking at the bodies in the village right now. And I don't know why, but I want to keep saying forging coins. Like they made coins here, or they pressed their own coins, or made their own
in half a mile.
Minting currency. Like I know that doesn't make any sense, but I can see like these little coin things, and they've got like markings on them that have a currency value. And it almost looks like, you know how the Isle of Man, how their flag are those three legs going in like a pinwheel? The coins have got like little markings like that, like little liney, pointy, arrowy things on the coins. But they're like buckled coins. It's not like mint like it is now. It's like old coins. And this is absolutely stunning. This is the county is North Yorkshire countryside. God, it's beautiful. You don't realise how big Yorkshire is. So anyway, I had to record that, and we shall see what happens.
Now they're left.
Here we are, Wharram Percy, deserted medieval village, and look, Black Death. Despite suffering population losses in the Black Death, 1348 to 1349. I knew it. So it's medieval. It is really old. I knew it. Black Death. Bring out your dead. I knew it. I can see people grinding flour, making their own flour. I was talking about that in the car too. Milk maidens, and this is so cool. You know that nursery rhyme, little boy blue, come blow your horn, the sheep's in the meadow, the cow's in the corn, but where's the boy who looks after the sheep? He's under the haystack fast asleep. If you know the illustrations for that nursery rhyme, I can actually see a little boy who looks just like little boy blue. I'm actually walking behind him. This is so cool. I think they might have done maypole rituals out here. I keep hearing that. And I know I was told when I was at school that it was a maypole song. That oranges and lemons, sing the bells of St. Clements. That one. I think they were quite You know, like the Wicker Man and all that out here. I can feel it. I can feel the occult worship out this way. It's actually me. I feel like I'm tripping out, to be honest. I can feel it. The rituals in the soil. A mill pond, so they would have ground their own wheat. Bollocks!
What?
I could hear the word Martin in my head, and I thought, no, I won't record it. St Martin is a churchyard. Debbie Lee, you need to remember to press record when things pop into your head. Yes, Debbie. God, there's a lesson well learned. I was talking about grinding flour in the car. Again, I should have hit record. But I can see grinding stones. Gabriel, you're witness to the fact I was talking about grinding flour in the car, eh? Yeah. It's my fault, I should have pressed record. I can see a maypole as well. It's my own fault, I should have pressed record. I need to... This is all part of the experience. Alright, watch out, Bobby. Farmsteads Vicarage and Church. Right. It's a bit trippy. I don't mean as in like I'm going to trip up. I mean like I've taken some kind of LSD inducing trip. I wonder where they had the maple. I would have been in the older part. I wonder if there was like a Nordic, Swedish, Norse settlement around here, because I can see like Swedish milkmaids. You know, like how they dress like that. Edelweiss, and that's Austria. Nord Swedes, Nordics. I know it said it's medieval, but I'm literally seeing like Swedish milkmaids. It's all very, very sort of Scandinavian, Nordic. Norman Conquest. Wait, is that Oliver Cromwell? Medieval graves. Oh, they used... TB. So infections, plagues, famine, and... Wow. Dad, is 1066 Oliver Cromwell?
No.
What, is 1066 Doomsday?
Yes.
It is?
1066 was the Battle of Hastings when the Normans And then afterwards they wrote the Domesday Book. You have to look it up on the internet.
It was at its greatest extent by the time of the Norman conquest. So that's Doomsday. Because remember I kept saying Doomsday, Doomsday, Doomsday.
Yeah, you know the Domesday Book.
Yeah, I know the Doomsday Book, but... So, when was Oliver Cromwell?
Oh, hundreds of years later, the English Civil War.
Right. So... Oh, shite. Oh, God. I may fall down on YouTube. They said they used some of the gravestones to build the wall. I see what I was saying about the coins with the pointy arrow things. Remember I was saying about the coins with the pointy arrow things? Look, there's pointy arrow things on the side of this church. I said, you know the Isle of Man? How it's the 3 legs? But I could see straight line pointy arrow things.
Is that not Maltese cross?
It's on the side of the church. Oh, there's loads of them on the church. What, pray tell, is this Maltese cross? Oh, this is fabulous. This is like... Oh, there's a... Watch out for the camera! Ooh, no. Oh, don't feel good in here. Did they put bodies in here from the plague?
Well, that just fart and sound. That's a kind of play.
See what I have to live with? I have to read it carefully this time because when I'm in between consciousness and reality, I can...
John Monkman of Bell House, 1835.
Alright, I'll turn this off because I need to steady myself and I don't want to fall down on camera. Oh, I'm telling you, I think there was a lot of occult stuff that went on here. Oh, I see, I knew grinding their own flour, I knew it, so that must be the mill pond there. I'm walking trying to be all professional and my pants are falling down. I'm wearing tights, but I keep forgetting I'm not the size I used to be, and I keep buying, I bought them in the wrong size and they're slightly big. My pants are falling down, so I'm trying to walk and be all ladylike while stopping my underwear from falling. I think I might have to take my underwear off. I think I'm going to have to take them off. What's more ladylike, walking around without underwear on, or walking around constantly having to pull your underwear up? Oh, that's you, Debbie. Oh, I'm puffing. I had to climb up there, the hills, but I did it using nothing but my thighs. Now, medieval longhouse, the architectural design of that would indicate that there's some sort of Viking Scandinavian influence going on. Read slowly, Debbie. It was dress fasteners. It was metal dress fasteners. What I thought were coins, it was buttons. And because they used buttons for currency, didn't they? Like knights and people of high rank and that would pick their buttons off their jackets and stuff and use them as currency. I'm so happy. They made their own metal buttons. And because, as we know, they used to use buttons for currency, didn't they? They'd use their swords to pick their buttons off their... And you could... Because it always had like their house's stamp on it, or like their knight's mark. That's what I would have been saying, yay! Because I was thinking, how did they make their own money? But it's because they made buttons. But this was a longhouse, so that would definitely indicate that there was some sort of Scandinavian Nordic influence. I'm so happy. Now what else I say? Oliver Cromwell. He's the only box left to tick. I'm so happy. Oh, my pants are falling down. Hang on. It's me adjusting myself. I think I'm going to have to take them off. Oh, there'll be hunters probably shooting partridge. Oh. Told you this place fell off. Oh, I knew this place fell off. Smells like cheese. I wonder if there's like a dairy farm around here where they make their own cheese. It smells like unprocessed cheese. Before it's churned. Right, after they've taken the fat off it to make cottage cheese and that, the milk, but when they're turning it into cheese, when it's sitting in that liquid and starts solidifying, that's exactly what it smells like. Right, I'm going to pause now before I fall down and my pants falling down, and I may have to go somewhere quietly and take my pantage off. Right. South Manor, is that, see, in New Zealand that would be pronounced far, so is that Wharram Percy? I just need some kind of reference to Oliver Cromwell. Look, Thomas, Meltdown preempted our arrival. Meltdown's from the Quantum Venus, my comic book. He can turn into any liquid. He's made of water. Meltdown! Quantum Menace! He's going into battle with us. He's meeting us for battle. Quantum Menace! Yeah! Look, belladonnas all around, the gardener's children. Be nice to the plants, or the gardener will come kick your butt. Quantum Manor style. Wakacha! Wabba! Wah 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 wah. Wah 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 wah. That's me using my biomagnetic weaponry. Wah 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 wah. Making the grass move with my biomagneticism. See, telekinesis just pushes it out. Biomagnetics bends it and reshapes it on an atomic level, on a molecular level. That's why the supernatural is way cooler than the paranormal, because you have to be enlightened to embrace the supernatural, and the paranormal sits in the psychological mind. And you can't make rhyme nor reason of the supernatural. It is what it is. Gotta walk back up that bloody hill now. It's times like this I wish I was a superhero that could fly. Oh, flutterby! See? There was a butterfly going past. The first House of Light Empire's first kingdom is the kingdom butterfly. And who's the kingdom butterfly run by? The gardener, aka Belladonna, from the Quantum Menace. My girl, my bestie, Michelle. And that was her checking on her kids. Look, I'm frolicking in me. The Hebrew word for meadow is Lee, and that's my middle name. I'm Debbie Lee. The hills are alive with the sound of Debbie. Oh. Oh, thank God only the birds heard me. Roll and say. That's why I keep saying, yeah, see, because the Sound of Music and what's her name? Is it Ingrid? Inga from Young Frankenstein. She wore the same clothing, and the Edelweiss wearing the same clothing as the women I can see running around here. That's why I felt the need to sing that song. That was the vibration. I'm picking up the vibration of like Scandinavian milkmaids and oh, so I'm not crazy. I was just time jumping before I knew what I was going to say until it came out. Because that would be crazy to sing in a field by yourself. Getting ready to take souls up to heaven. That's why butterflies and moths don't live very long. They wait long enough to catch the souls of the dead before they take them up to, well, moths will take them to the underworld, butterflies take them to the above world. That's why we've got to look after our moths and butterflies, because they do a great service for our souls. Moths can take you to the above world as well. Moths aren't bad things, I'm just saying, because they exist in the dark, you know, because they chase death. They sacrifice themselves to take souls over, moths and butterflies. It's just most moths you see are chase the light of the moon. And more people die at night. More people die between dusk and dawn. Moths are just more comfortable in the underworld.
Give you encouragement.
Are you here to make sure I don't time jump and can't get out of it?
Yeah.
Do you get scared when Mama time jumps?
Not really.
You're used to it now.
Yeah.
You know it's to help people that way.
Yeah.
I wouldn't put myself through it if it wasn't for good reason. So I've done some investigating, and in the video, you know how I say there's something a bit occultish here that doesn't feel right, something doesn't feel right, there's some witchcraft or occult stuff that went on. Apparently, and I'll put a link in the description box below, apparently archaeologists found 10 bodies that had been chopped up, that had cut marks in them, where they had been chopped up into pieces. Their hearts were ripped out and burnt in a burial pit to stop these plague victims from coming back as zombies, because they believed that they were going to return as blood-sucking vampires. So they did these rituals where they took their arms and legs off, beheaded them, took their tongues out, ripped their hearts out and set them on fire and put them in specific, kind of burial pits and that, to stop them from returning to life and killing the remaining villagers. Also, so I was right about the occult stuff. I said I knew. Also as well, it was settled by Vikings and stuff. It dates back to the Bronze Age, that village, and all the areas in that surrounding it are called like Thixondale and Glenthal Lath and stuff like that, which is all Viking, and of course it was affected by the Civil War, because I said Oliver Cromwell, but there was it was greatly affected by the English Civil War. And what was the other thing I discovered? Doomsday. It was affected by Doomsday. I'm going to put links in the description box below. So I was right about all of it. I kind of found an article, but the link went weird on me. I think they said archaeologists found a coin with Oliver Cromwell's head buried at Wharram Percy. So I was right about all of it. So I'm over the moon with that. So yay! I'll put links in the description box below so you can see what I was talking about. It was affected by famines and a couple of different plagues, which is why they were a bit they believed if they burned their hearts, it would stop them from coming back as Satan. So remember I was saying about the maypoles and that's all those kind of rituals. That's what they got the virgin children to do, the maypole dances and that, to bind the ribbons to stop Satan from getting the souls of the pure and innocent and that. And I could feel it. It was seeped in the soil. I could feel it. So, but my singing, my stupidity and my singing would have released all of that. So I'm over the moon with that. I'll put links in the description box below.